Hi! Good day everyone! I, John Del Vacaro, along with Miss Jesslyn Maglangit and Miss Sheramay de Guzman will discuss the how to write findings in research paper. Prepare to achieve the following learning outcomes, which are the first, to learn how to write findings using quantitative and qualitative findings, and to distinguish and understand how to write findings using financial ratios. So for the recap, the Group 1 already discussed the SWOT analysis, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, which this topic has had greatly impact on our topic today. As well as the previous lecturer, Miss Patricia Agbayani and Miss Geraldine de Guzman, that discussed the vertical analysis and horizontal analysis, common sizes, and financial statement. With these topics, the three topics, the SWOT analysis, vertical analysis, horizontal analysis, financial statement, has an impact and could help us to write a good and effective writing the findings in a research paper. So, how to write an effective findings in research paper? So first, we should discuss what is the difference between, or what are the differences between qualitative data and quantitative data. So first, qualitative data. Qualitative data is short for quality data. It is as numerous acquisition of information. The most common form of these are interview, in-depth interview, focus group discussion, and observation. With these four types of common acquisition of information, there is more efficient way to improve this with the help of recording and taking notes while you are observing, discussing, and when you are interviewing with another person on other company. So, on the other hand, quantitative data is short for quantity data. It is from vertical analysis and horizontal analysis plus the financial statement to compute the different types of financial ratios. So it is just the quantity data. It is numerical or numbers, measure of values or counts expressed as numbers, which data analyzed through numerical comparison and statistical inferences. The example of quantitative data is from financial statement, survey, and experiment. So basically, in short, qualitative data is exploratory and it is mostly subjective, while quantitative data is very conclusive and mostly objective. So both of these type of data or findings have their own merits and demerits. Qualitative data lacks reliability and quantitative data lacks discussion, which both of these use as conjunction together in data gathering to be free or more free from any errors. So we already know the two findings and the differences between these two. So let's go to the steps on how to write findings. There are just 3 steps in writing a research findings. So first is determining the results needed according to the data gathered by categorizing it into 2 findings, which we are briefly discussed a while ago, the qualitative findings from SWOT analysis and quantitative findings from horizontal analysis, vertical analysis, and financial statement. With the help of this statement, we can compute the financial ratios, the 5 different financial ratios. So step 2, results categorizing. Results categorizing is in the qualitative findings. You will categorize it into 2, which is the favorable and unfavorable, with the same with quantitative findings. Favorable, it is a good sign for the company, for the growth of the company and expansion, and unfavorable, where it is not a good sign for the company and certain problems need to be fixed and need solutions. So step 3, combining the favorable and unfavorable from qualitative findings and quantitative findings with a minimum of 5 bullets per favorable and unfavorable. The correct format of the research findings in research paper is first, qualitative findings with subsection of favorable, unfavorable with a minimum of 5 bullets per each, and quantitative findings, favorable, 5 bullets, the 5 types of financial ratios, profitability, efficiency, liquidity, stability, the hybrid of solvency and leverage. Lastly, the growth potential with the same 5 financial ratios in unfavorable. So next, we already know the different steps in writing the research finding. Let's go to instances and we will give examples on how to write the research findings or findings in a research paper. So I will discuss one financial ratios, specifically the efficiency ratio, which is in the quantitative findings. So these are the 5 efficiency ratios from the Ping Ping Lechon and Restaurant Incorporation financial statements. So first is the asset turnover, fixed asset turnover, equity turnover, accounts payable turnover, and the working capital turnover. And these are the computed answer the 2012, 13, 14, and 15, 16, the 5-year audited financial statement of the Ping Ping Lechon. So first, what are the favorable results of this efficiency ratio? First, the Ping Ping Lechon Restaurant Incorporation financial statement took 2 to 6 months rather to convert their assets to sale. So why? Why is it favorable even though it took 3 to 6 months? Because in 2012, it took 180 days, and from 2013 to 2016, the average days is 80 to 90, which is a good thing. And in the average of from 2012 and 2016, it took 3 to 6 months. Second, it took 30 days to generate sales from fixed asset, which means that the entity is able to produce or generate sales, including the store equipment, furniture and fixtures, kitchen and dining wares, to produce and or generate sales from their fixed assets. So third is the Ping Ping Lechon almost took 90 days to generate sales given its investment in total equity. These are the computed answers for the 5-year. Even though the equity increased, the equity turnover specifically does not massively increase or decrease. Why? Because the net sales or the revenue of the Ping Ping Lechon company has also increased. Fourth is that the Ping Ping Lechon restaurant took less than a month to pay their obligations, which means that the company do not heavily rely on their obligations. That's why they took less than a month just to pay their obligation, which is highly favorable for the company. So lastly is that took 2 to 4 months to generate sales from its working capital, a favorable, and large amount of operating expenses, which is highly unfavorable for the company. So all being equal, even though the operating expenses increase, there is no need for the additional funding of the company because the equity or the capital is supporting the revenue growth of the company. For the summary, each research project is unique. So it is natural for a group of researchers to make use of other alternatives, strategies, or steps to make use or write their findings. So for the summary of the step, first is categorizing the findings into 2 sections, qualitative findings, quantitative findings, scrutinizing the findings into 2, which is highly favorable or highly unfavorable, and combining the 2, the qualitative findings, favorable and unfavorable, we get this type of format in putting it in our research paper. That will be all. Thank you and God bless. And I hope you learned something from me today. Bye!